Hello everyone. In this tutorial, we'll go over how to create a customizable object. We'll be using a sofa as our example. Before we begin, prepare the following assets: one mesh, one ID map, one normal map, and one icon image. Prepare a 1024 by 1024 normal texture to represent the wrinkles and surface details of the sofa. For the icon, prepare 256 by 256 PNG image with a transparent background. When you're ready, launch the ModKit. Since we're creating a sofa, select Build Mode. Search for sofa, then select Sofa 01 Prefab. Click Create New Mod Project. Enter a name for the project, then click Create. Next, double-click the newly created Test Sofa 02 project. When the next window appears, click Copy. After a short loading process, the project window will appear. Under Static Mesh, click Import and select Sofa Mesh you created. Next, click the Contents Browser button. Locate the mesh and double-click it to open the Static Mesh editor. Newly imported meshes do not have Nanite enabled by default, so enable Nanite support. Next, add a simple box collision. Make sure the collision settings match the values shown on screen. Once the settings are complete, save the mesh and close the window. Now import the icon image you prepared earlier. The default value under price is 145, but for this example, we'll change it to 600. Next, let's import the textures. Click Open Resource Import tool. Under the Texture section, enable Combine, then drag and drop the prepared ID map. Next, enable Normal and drag and drop the normal texture. Open the texture folder and confirm that both textures were imported successfully. Now let's create the material. Click the MI blue button. When the naming window appears, enter the name you'd like to use. After creating the material, click its Contents Browser button. Locate the material and double-click it. Under Layer Parameters, we'll only be using the red channel, so remove the remaining channels. Next, let's assign the ID texture we created earlier. Open the red channel, then expand Blend Asset. Under Texture Parameter Values, enable Mask Texture and assign the ID map. Now let's apply the surface material. For the sofa, we'll use two different materials, fabric and wood. In the ModKit Contents folder, navigate to Background, HS, Tile. This folder contains a variety of tileable surface materials. In our ID map, the sofa legs are assigned to the red channel, while the rest of the sofa body is assigned to the background area. We'll begin by applying a fabric material to the background area. Expand background. Under Layer Asset, select the fabric material you'd like to use and apply it. You should now see the fabric material applied to the entire sofa except for the legs. Expand Layer Asset, then open UV Controls. Here you can adjust the texture tiling, rotation, direction, and other UV-related settings. Next, open Parameters. You can use these settings to adjust properties such as color, metallic value, and roughness. Configure these values as needed. Now let's apply a material to the red channel. Open the Wood folder under Tile and select the wood material you'd like to use. Apply it under the red channel's Layer Asset. Next, expand UV control and adjust the tiling and rotation. Then open Parameters and adjust the color, metallic, and roughness value as needed. Once the material setup is complete, save the material and apply it to the sofa mesh. Finally, let's assign the wrinkle normal texture. Open the material parameters and locate the normal texture slot. Assign the normal texture you prepared earlier. You should now be able to see wrinkle details applied correctly to the sofa. Now, let's configure the customization options. Click Open Data Editor. Under Source Data, search for Object Customize Material Parts. Then double-click the matching entry. Since we're creating an item from the sofa category, search for sofa under ID search. Right-click the matching category and select Append New Item. Then click Apply. Next, return to the object data. Right-click the object and select Edit Selected Item. Scroll down to the ID field and copy its value. Return to Object Customize Material Parts. Right-click the newly added entry and select Edit Selected Item. Paste the copied object ID into the ID field. Now let's briefly look at the structure of Object Customize Material Parts. Expand Parts. You'll see two entries, Index 0 and Index 1. Index 0 corresponds to the background area of the ID map. Index 1 corresponds to the red channel. If you also use green and blue channel in your ID map, additional entries will appear as Index 2 and Index 3. Right-click the item and select Edit Selected Item. Under Index 0, locate Custom Usage ID. You'll see a list of material categories that can be used for customization. If you check Index 1, you'll see a different list, including materials commonly used for wood surfaces. Once the settings are complete, click Apply. Then click Validate, followed by Save. Close the data editor and return to the project window. Click the yellow arrow next to SSOFA02. Select Create Local Mode Package. A warning message may appear. This message indicates that the ModKit is correcting issues created during the texture import process. Click OK to continue. Choose the folder where you'd like to save the mod and click Select Folder. The packaging process will begin. Once the packaging process is complete, the mod has been created successfully. Launch the game and test newly created sofa. Confirm that the different customization materials are available and working correctly. In the previous in-game test, we confirmed that several different material categories are available. This time, we'll modify the settings so that only fabric materials are displayed for the sofa body. Repeat the same process as before. Open Object Customize Material Parts. Right-click the appropriate entry and select Edit Selected Item. The customizable area will be the main body of the sofa. Remove the other material categories and leave only fabric. Then click Apply. Click Validate, followed by Save. You can find the full list of available customizable material categories in source data. Search for Object Parts Custom Usage. Double-click the entry and open it. Inside, you'll find a variety of predefined material category lists. Some entries contain a single material category, while others combine multiple categories that are commonly used together. Whenever possible, it's recommended to use the existing predefined data. Close the window and return to the project. Click the yellow arrow next to TestSofa02. Select Create Local Mode Package and overwrite the previous package. Once packaging is complete, launch the game again to verify the updated customization options. Finally, open the sofa customization menu in the game. You should now see that only fabric materials are available for the sofa body. This completes the object customization tutorial.